Want to work, right?
But you know this grown man business, don't you?
I know.
You sure? Okay. We're gonna see.
I feel that so many records before I end up selling 100 million records. And sometimes you gotta crawl before you walk. You gotta keep running. Life is a marathon. Everybody's race is gonna be different. I'm just thankful. I think that I could thank the man up above. I put my trust and faith in God because he spared my life. And don't wait till it's too late. Anybody that's listening and watching this, don't let other people dictate your future. Don't get caught up with the yes men. Cut people off. I don't care whether they're family, friends, whatever. If they're not on the right path with you, you might have to cut them off. And I think that's what I was able to do. Realize that I only could help people so much. Now I need to help myself. I need to invest in me. If I didn't do the right thing, I wouldn't be here. A lot of people don't understand that. They sit around. Everybody has 24 hours. What are you doing with your 24 hours? If you partying and playing and hanging around with negative friends, doing negative things, where do you think your life gonna be at? And I start realizing that as a man, and I had a kid, so I'm like, I got a son now, I have to figure this out. I had to move, I had to get away. And if I didn't do that, think about it, who would be talking about me right now? If I didn't decide to change my mindset and break away from the negativity, that's the only way God was gonna bless me with the positive things. I had to remove the negative stuff. And so we all are work in progress. Nobody's perfect. So don't be afraid to replace something negative with something positive. That's the only way to grow. And don't blame your problems on other people, whether you're a man or a woman to be a man. Because people always talk about keep it real. So that's what y'all don't realize. The hood is not keeping it real. If you die, go to jail, the hood is not gonna care about you. They act like it, they got this certain code and everything they keep, but at the end of the day, everybody wanna make it out. I don't know nobody in the hood wanna stay there.
That's right. That's right.
If they get an opportunity, they hit the lottery or whatever, they gone. Don't be afraid to change and grow. A lot of people, when they use that word hustler, you take that with you to your business, your job, your career. No, you have those hustler skills from starting off in an environment where I grew up at, poverty. But I didn't take that with me. If you look at it, most people that take that with them, they lose in the end. I took those skills, that work ethic, saying that if I could put this much time into something like that, imagine what I could be if I could put this into something positive. And that's what I did. I said, I want to put those hustling skills in to go take over corporate America. Take those hustle skills, not with you as you change your mindset and grow, but leave the negative part of that behind and take their hustle skills to do something great, something positive. And I think that's why God spared my life, and that's why he keep blessing me, because I'm not dwelling on the past. Mm-hmm. So don't be afraid to grow, leave the past behind. But if you had something positive, what I love when people say a hustler, the work ethic. Somebody just gonna grind and not gonna stop, just gonna keep going no matter what. But all the other stuff, I leave that behind because that can't go with me where I'm going at. If I want to build a multi-billion-dollar business, you got to leave the other stuff behind and constantly grow and build a team, because it's not just about me. When you say you're a hustler is only about that person. So don't be afraid to be unique and different. It might be bigger dreams and goals that'll come to you in the end. And I think that's what my success came from, because I tell people all the time, never give up. That's what No Limit is about. The company is named No Limit, and Master P, because I'm a master of what I do. And we just don't quit. Even when it looked like they closed the door, we're gonna go through a window or come through the chimney. And having that type of belief and faith and passion with what you're doing is gonna get you. I'm telling you, when nobody else believes and you believe, they can't stop you. No deal is too big to where you can't walk away from it. Because people always say, this deal is too big. I started realizing my grandfather told me a long time, never do a deal when you're desperate. I only had $500 in my pocket. And the guy just offered me $1 million. And I had to realize that this guy offered me $1 million. What am I really worth? 10, 20, 30, 40? So you have to know your value. What's right, but you need the money. Uh-huh. And it's like, man, I could take this money and I could do this and that with it, but then I'm selling my soul. And I watch a lot of artists, they fighting those battles. Even today with these 360 deals, they sign these multi-million-dollar deals, but it also tie their lives up to where they can't do nothing now and they get shelved, their music is shelved, and the record companies put their music out when they want to. That's just the way I live, because there's a lot of people with money but no respect.
Correct.
And you can't buy love. People realize you could buy pleasure, but you can't buy love. I don't care how much money you have. I'm saying time is more important than money. I don't mind being with myself and my family instead of just living for a party or living to play or living to show people what I have. I could jump in a Rolls Royce or I could ride in a Dodge truck. It don't show who I am. When I put up my own money, now I have the control. So people don't realize that's what it is to be a boss, to be an owner of a company, is being able to control the narrative. That's why we are losing right now. We out here fighting, we out here protesting because we don't control the narrative for our life. That's why we have so much injustice. We fight for equality. We don't have African-American judges, African-American politicians that we are voting into these offices. They control that now. So they control the narrative even in Hollywood because we don't own that. They're continuously beating up on us because all we want to do is pay our light bill, gas bill, and keep a roof over our head, and they know that. We don't want to go through the pain and the suffering to say, okay, I might be doing this for a couple of years, but the payoff is gonna be so big that I'm not gonna have to worry about this no more. And that's what being an entrepreneur is about. That's what's making those sacrifices to be at the top of your game is about. We need more of us. I realize that the products I'm making is gonna be around even when I'm not here, where I can feed my family off it. Mm-hmm. That's the type of generational wealth they build. So when I walked out that office with that contract, that's what I was thinking. I don't want just a check because they brainwash. I mean, even in hip hop, everybody won't get the check. That's what they saying now, get the bag, get the check. Yeah, but that check is still bringing you back to 400 years of slavery that we're not gonna get over unless we do it with ownership. And people say, how do we beat, people ask me all the time, Pete, how do we beat that 400 years ago? Because everybody angry and mad about that. I say, you know how you beat it? You beat it with education. You beat it with ownership. You beat it with success. You don't keep dwelling on the past. You beat it with success because we already behind. We 400 years behind. How do we beat it? We beat it with success. You have to be real with yourself. Most people are not real with themselves. You have social media now, so I tell people all the time, you can fool everybody else, but you a fool when you try to fool yourself. Well, you have to know, let me tell you something.
Right.
You have to know who you're not to know who you are.
That is such a big, that's
important thing. That's the most important thing, because like for me, people say, well, P, you changed. I say, yeah. Who are you? I'm not a gangster. I'm not a street guy. I'm an entertainer. And the only reason I know that, because I know who I'm not.
There you go.
I don't have nothing to prove to you. I don't need to be the hardest guy in the world. Like, that is not me. So if you're looking for that, you're not gonna find that with me. Now, I am a guy that's a stand-up guy. I live an eye for eye, but I'm not who you think I am. And I know that. I don't need to be the realest guy in the world. All the real dudes are dead or in prison. Let's get that straight. I'm a free man, I'm doing righteous, I'm taking care of my kids, I'm a father, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm an entertainer, and I'm a philanthropist. I know that, but I'm not a street guy. I know that. I'm not the toughest guy in the world. That's why you got to know who you're not. I done stood up to many bullies, but I'm not somebody that has to be the realest person in the world for you. I'm not going backwards because I know that I'm going forward and I'm not looking back. And that's the only way. But if you live in this fake make-believe world for these people, and even for social media or whatever, you're never gonna be successful because you living to prove something to people who, think about it. I need to prove how successful I am for somebody on the blog talking about me that has nothing. Why? I don't have to. I just need to keep doing what I gotta do to get better. And how you kill a hate, you kill it with success. Maybe they don't see it right now, but guess what? You keep going, they will see it in the end. So anybody that's out there, don't be afraid if you come from a troubled path, but don't let that take you into your future.
Boy, you're shaking like a stripper. Tighten up. I'm so disappointed in you this evening.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I said?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.